Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. Ah, man, it's hot. Um, I wanted to share with you another story that happened that I witnessed. That I believe it was 19. Yeah, it was 1989. It was the summer of 1989, where I witnessed a very bad scuffle involving the Latin kings of that time period, the ones that I grew up with, that I knew from the neighborhood. Um, it involved a guy that I knew he's dead now. He died some years back. I forgot what year. He was um he was killed in a drive by. His name was Carlos Hernandez. His street name for himself was Hollywood. Hollywood Hernandez. And he's one of the original Latin kings that formed the Latin King chapter here in Milwaukee, along with Carmelo and King Mo, another guy. I forgot his last name. And there was a couple of other people that were involved. They're the ones that formed in this, either in 1981, 82, and then they became large enough by 83 when they fought the Spanish Cobras. In 1989, there was a few incidents of fights and shootings and things like that. I was at a house party, and everything was great for the first couple of hours. We're in the backyard having fun, doing whatever. And then some kind of scuffle or something happened. We heard some commotion coming from the front yard, and there was just one guy with a gun pointing it at somebody at his front porch right next door to the house we were at. He had like a small little automatic, possibly a 22 or something, I don't know what it was. And then shots were fired and everybody just scattered. And then I was at this one pathway where there was a fence and then the side of the side of the house. There was a lot of commotion. People were fighting. People were getting beat up, and then a lot of them took off. And for whatever the reason, Carlos Hernandez, he started a fight with my older brother. He just zeroed in on him. He knew him. He should have known that my brother wasn't in a gang. He never was. But I guess he was so, either he was high on something or maybe he was just naturally screwed up in the head. But he was so paranoid. He thought that, and then he just came out at my brother. He started throwing punches at him. And my brother, and he tried to grab a hold of him. My brother fought him off. There was a couple of people that tried to break it up, but it got more and more violent. And then my older brother was saying, "Dude, I'm not in the gang. I was just outside. Nobody knew what was going on. I'm not in." And he was like, "Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, motherfucker." And he just kept on throwing punches at him. And my brother had no choice but to defend himself. One guy that was next to Carlos Hernandez came at him, and my brother kicked him in the nuts, real hard in the nuts, which made the situation even worse. to the point that my brother got punched a few times in the side right here by his temple. So he ended up getting a black eye that was a little bit swollen and red. And then finally, this other guy who used to be a Latin king, who knew Carlos Hernandez and everybody else, he came in between and he stopped the whole thing and he explained. He says, dude, he's not involved in this shit. Chill the fuck out. Okay, man, chill out. And it took a while, but he was just still talking shit and then throwing out venomous threats and all this kind of shit like that. And my brother kept on saying, I'm not in a gang. What the fuck's wrong with you? And then after a while, things pretty much calmed down. But there were still people outside starting beef, who, starting trouble with other people. And it took about maybe half an hour for the whole thing to calm down. Because I guess the cops came by because, shots were fired. And everybody stayed mostly in the house. For a limited time, they went out to the backyard where most of the party was at. But a good large amount of time was in the house. Oh, it was just so fucking stupid, the things that some of these people did. I mean, it was crazy. It was stupid. I'm just happy and grateful that nothing worse happened, during that time, because I heard of, because I mean, I know there's worse things than that. I mean, this is nothing compared to other situations from what I heard. Chicago was a lot worse. But that's my story, and that's what I witnessed. And yeah, this guy had a temper. He was either, I don't know what the hell was his problem. But he was one of the original members that formed the Latin King chapter in Milwaukee. Carlos Hollywood and Hernandez. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, whatever. And any questions, comments, you know what to do. And again, to all of you, take care.